Hello, it's me, mayohosko, and welcome back to another stream. I was intending on covering some of this stuff yesterday, but instead we got into really good conversations about the $1,000 Death Star, and that was by far the most successful stream I've had in a very long time. So thank you everyone who engaged in that. I'm still really happy with how that stream turned out. So yeah, there are some weird comments that I want to talk about because I'm not sure how to approach them. So I think I need some people's help. Perhaps there is some intelligence out there in the Lego community that might be able to help me comprehend um some of these questions, because I got 3 comments on my videos over the past week that I haven't responded to yet, because I don't know if they're spam or not. Because I think I have some evidence that might prove that they're spam, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'll be presenting my evidence for some comments on my videos and see what other people out there think, and also I want to talk about some other things that I've seen elsewhere too. So yeah, let's just wait to see if we get people in. But before the stream started, we had Hoarder. So hey Hoarder, let's just wait to see if more people come in, because I need some people's help. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up YouTube Studio so that I can get these comments. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. You're here. Yeah. Also, for anyone out there watching, if you're in the jungle, you got an invite to come here. So let me put YouTube Studio on the screen. There's YouTube Studio, and I want to have it on the full screen. So these are the 3 comments, and I need some people's help with these 3 comments. The zoom in on my Mac is acting up. Get these in focus. Yeah, I need help with these 3 comments. They look suspicious. And I'm just taking care of some stuff on my phone, because this time of day is gaming time for me. But I want to zoom in on this first comment if I can. And just got some brilliant punctuation right here, just absolutely brilliant. So got that zoomed in because I need help with this stuff. I don't know if it's spam or not. It reads like it, but I'm not 100% sure. And you might be unsuspecting and might not question if it is spam or not. But that's because you don't have the evidence that I've collected with some very casual observations. And two of these are from 7 hours ago. The other one is from 8 days ago. And hey stud, good to see you here. You're weird, I'm weird, who cares what weirdo keyboard heroes say? Yeah. Yeah, so the first one says your dedication to creating quality content is truly inspiring. That first sentence already sounds like they're trying to sell me an SEO course, but they don't talk about SEO. Says, I can see the amount of work, passion, and attention to detail that goes into what you do. Were you born yesterday? Please keep sharing your talent with the world. Okay, that already sounds like a Russian bot making a difference. So I guess the I stopped working on their keyboard. It is weird, and that's why I haven't responded to them yet. And maybe there's other people like yourself. No, sorry. And maybe there's people like yourself that share that same opinion. The worst are the crazy scammer texts these days. Exactly, because you know all about the toll roads in New York. Well, Sydney has some of the most profitable toll roads in the world, and there are no toll roads in my state. And so there are a lot of scammers pretending to be representatives of the toll companies who try to claim that you haven't paid your tolls. And so they try to scam you to get you to pay up for not paying your tolls. And there's no tolls in my state. So I know it's a scam. There are no tolls in my state. That proves how dumb the scammers are when they they buy information from the data trackers, which is collected from when you enable cookies on a website. That information then gets sold to the highest bidder, and scammers are normally the highest bidder so that they can solicit information to send people a scam text. And so this sentence reads like one of those scam texts. Hello, Silent, and hello, Owen. So again, I'll repeat what this said. Your dedication to creating quality content is truly inspiring. I can see the amount of work, passion, and attention to detail that goes into what you do. Actually, just let me do something very quickly. Just let me do something quickly. So if any of you guys have opinions about this suspicious God damn it. If any of you guys have opinions about this suspicious comment, please let me know in the live chat. Because there's a reason why I haven't responded to this for 8 days now. Okay, I'll continue reading this. Yeah, so I can see the amount of work, passion, and attention to detail that goes into what you do. Please keep sharing your talent with the world, making a difference. So the eye stopped working on their keyboard. It just looks very suspicious. And and Stud thinks it reads like a scam. No, sorry. So Stud introduced into the conversation scammer texts. Who else thinks this is weird and I should continue ignoring it? As in not responding to the comment at all. Silence said the latest scams involve applying for jobs, believe it or not. Yep, that's not surprising. So Stud gets the DMV toll scams texts here as well. They misspell everything. Exactly. They misspell everything here as well because they're scammers and probably English is not their first language. And they probably haven't been taught how to use a keyboard properly. Hey, Britain. Yeah, I've seen scam texts from Australia Post, much like you've seen stuff from FedEx and UPS. Yeah, so Silent thinks it's a bot comment. Owen thinks it's a troll. It could be one of a lot of things. Could be a troll. That's what I'm saying. Just ignore it or delete it. Exactly. I think the best course of action is I'm just going to leave it there and not do anything with it. I'm just going to leave it there and not do anything with it. So Stud says the DMV Postal Service or any other government-run agency wouldn't send texts. They constantly say they don't and warn people it's a scam. But unfortunately, elderly, non-tech people in the USA fall for it. They fall for it in our country too. I think the latest report is that in my country there was like $800 million lost to scammers in the previous financial year. So the scamming does work, whether it's scam texts, whether it's a phishing email, whether it's the pig butchering scams on social media, whether it's people opening a GoFundMe because they claim that they're dying from cancer, whether it's people looking for love and they use AI to impersonate a celebrity. Like there was someone in France that got scammed for 800,000 something euros because they thought they were talking to Brad Pitt, and there was someone there was another old woman in Frisco, Texas, that got scammed. I think 600,000 US dollars from someone operating out of their mum's basement in Florida, and they were 50 something years old. And also there was a case in Tampa Bay, Florida, where that same scammer got scammed by someone operating the same scam. Britain says, I say you should reply. There's no harm in replying, even if it's a scam, unless they ask you for money. I constantly miss letters out like I just cause when my finger on the keyboard. Yeah. And that's why I spent a lot of time creating text replacements on my iPhone and my Mac, so that if I do accidentally ever do a typo, it'll correct it for me. The Nigerian prince is one of the oldest scams in the book, and it's so old that I don't think people fall for it anymore. And Family Guy even did a whole episode about it. Stud says, my grandmother used to get phone calls saying it was me in jail and you needed money. She told them if it was really my grandson, I would tell him to do time for the crime. Whoa! Hey, good morning, Johnny. Says, I've been scarped before. It's not fun. Wait, so you've been scarped? Wow. I hope. So that sounds like more pain than getting scammed. Stud says, my grandparents always got scammer phone calls like that. They would mess with the people. Yeah. And it's most likely older people, or people that aren't experienced with technology, who are the ones that are coughing up all this money for scams. People of my generation are so used to scummy people on the internet that we know how to filter it. It's better than previous generations. And Generation Y got religiously told by their parents to be as careful as possible on the internet. And that kind of parenting and experience has skewed it to where older people are more likely to fall victim to a scam, because parents of my generation and the generation before me did a good job at teaching us how to stay safe on the internet. And that's why I have a story about scams, and you can go back and watch my videos from earlier this year where I talked about it, because I got involved in a scam, but as soon as they tried to get money from me, I caught them out, and and I actually called emergency services to confirm my suspicion, and they confirmed my suspicion. So I stopped I stopped before it was too late, because they were using some dodgy tactics, and that's how I was able to prevent myself from getting scammed. But unfortunately, not everyone can do that. Holder says, hold up, so you're telling me that Sydney Sweeney isn't actually in my DMs? Yeah. Maybe they're one of the eBay sellers trying to sell you some of her soap. Stud says, my grandma would call me all the time saying, I just got a call saying you're in jail. I would say, Nonna, you know I'm not in jail. She found it funny. It's the elderly non-tech people that fall for those scams, unfortunately. It's not their fault, but it's sad. It's sad scumbags prey on elderly people like that. It is, and that's where the scammers are making out like a bandit. So that was that. So again, I'll ask, well, I think I'm leaning more towards not responding to this at all. But if anyone shares the opinion that there's no harm in responding and just to see what they say, if they aren't actually a scammer, please let me know. Because again, I'm just asking for help. And there are these two other comments, and this is something that I have a little bit more, well, that I did a little bit more research into. So it's my video about why is Lego Octane fun, and the user is Gabriel Leonard 0409, says Octane Tower, which is in context but out of content, and says Octane makes good stuff. I'm not it's particularly this comment, Octane makes good stuff, which I need your help with. Again, Octane makes good stuff. That's something I need your opinions about. Do they not realize that Octane is a pretend company that the Lego Group invented? Do they not realize that? So wait, so which you don't think these comments on screen are bots or scams? It could be a kid that doesn't know better, and that's a good theory, Silent, because I'll present some evidence. Stud also thinks it might be just a kid, and that's a good theory because I'm going to present some evidence, which I'm gonna have to open this up in a new tab to present my evidence. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to their YouTube channel, and I'm going to show you what's in their description. So I'm going to stop sharing that, and I'm going to share the screen of this. So this is the guy's page. This is the guy's page. And this is what comes up with the in their For You tab. So it does look like they're a kid. And this is what their community posts are. I just got ice cream script while being served ice cream. Like what kind of grown up makes that kind of statement unless they are lobotomized. Also made in March 2020. OLLEH long. Doesn't that sound like a 9-year-old kid? Something they'd say, shooting the shit on social media. Shut up, stud. Shut up. Yeah, so and also just look at their shorts. Look at their shorts. Those I'm not sure what to make about those thumbnails. Not sure what to make about that. Yeah, it's weird. Silence says someone who has less short views than me. Oh wow. That's a burn. That's a sick roast. But the main thing that leads me with that makes me think your theory about it's a kid being like is I'm gonna zoom in if I can. I can't zoom in. That's really bad. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to stop going through there. And I'm gonna have to do this separately. I'm gonna have to open this into another tab on my browser. It's gonna have to open up YouTube again. Gonna have to open this up again on my browser. And hopefully this comes up. Yeah, it comes up. And I want to open up their description, and I'm going to have to zoom in. Okay, that's a good enough zoom. So I'm going to share this screen, and this is what their description is. So that looks like a Minecraft creeper next to Steve's face. That's a TNT block. I think that's an Enderman. I think that's another Steve's face. I think that's a fox face. Then says Minecraft Fox. Hello, what is fart poopy head? With some weird characters next to that. And Megalovania, Schoolhouse Trouble, GHL, Gabriel Hawk, Leonard. They have 12 subscribers, 49 videos. Somehow they have over 1,000 channel views. But yeah, that was just really weird. That's just really weird. So gonna put myself back on full back on full screen for this. Hey YOLO says, definitely a serious case of lava chicken. Is that a reference to the Minecraft movie? Okay, so Britain says some things. Okay, see, you sound fine that you say that the plain one sounds like you. By the way, I'm texting my voice. I'm driving, and I think you like because of time for a company invented by Lego. Um, before they use, so this is definitely key to me. The previous comment probably is just a fan and misspelt something, which is why I don't think there's any heart in replying. If I was commenting to a content creator that I really liked and then that creator didn't reply to me, it would be a little bit downhearted. Just think about. And that's the flip side to the conversation. Is I hope I hope that um, I can. I want to believe that they are an innocent person. I want to believe that because I want to see the good in people, which is why I did this stream, because I need help. And so there's two sides of the argument. And so if I was to reply, so if I was to reply, what do you guys think I should say? Should I say something should I say something that comes to my mind, or should I use one of the YouTube AI recommended responses? Britain says, "Oh my God, Mayo, you read that message really well, even though it came out like a bunch of garbage. Well done." Well, I kind of have trained myself to read YouTube comments, whether it's well structured, whether it's got a bunch of punctuation errors, whether it's text to speech, or whether it's someone where English isn't their first language. Hello, Kira Reed again. We're chatting about weird YouTube comments because there's two people that commented on my videos. One was from 8 days ago, and the other was twice within 2 hours. So we'll put those comments back onto the screen so people can see them again. Because I want to think that this Joseph Maxwell is an innocent person, but you could make the argument that it is a bot or a troll or a spammer. So you know what? I think I'm gonna create a poll about that, specifically relating to this comment by Joseph, which is different from another Joseph that I know, which I actually want to talk about at the end of this stream, because I commented something weird. Yeah, I commented something weird. So I'm going to say, should I reply to should I reply to Joseph Maxwell 10? Yes or no? I'm going to put that as a poll. Kira says, "I hope it's a real comment, but it does. But does it really matter if you're connecting with people and have nice conversations?" Exactly. That's what Britain is saying. The main reason I do these streams is I like to connect with people and gauge people's opinions, and which is why I'm doing this poll right now to gauge people's opinion. Yeah, so for those who don't know, Stud Cities and I are both NFL fans, and we're fans of division rivals in the AFC West. Well, I am no stranger to using the AI responses. I am no stranger to use that because I'm not because I deal with enough comments where I'm not going to go on a 10 sentence spiel to everyone I talk to. I try to respond as concise as possible, and there are some people who when they do comment, you can tell that they're really only commenting just to let you know that they watched the video. And I do that exact same thing. So I have first-hand experience of where they're coming from, which is why I've gotten to the point where if some people comment something like whether they're just saying hi or hello in the comments, I won't even reply hi or hello back. I'll just use the hands waving emoji, or if someone types the comment cool or lol, responding to cool, I'll use the sunglasses emoji. Responding to lol, I'll use the laughing my ass off emoji. But if someone is sharing an opinion, that's where I'll take my time to assess their opinion and give a deeper response. Or if someone's asking me a question, then I'll want to answer their question. If someone really likes something about what they saw in the video, I might tell them a little bit more of the context behind it that I didn't talk about in the video. Like, I have a thought process of how I might respond to when people comment on my videos, and that's why I'm stumped with these 3 questions. Stud says, "I'm definitely going to have to make that David Toasty GIF animation for Hive to play during rants. It would be funny." What's a David toasting? What's a David Toasty? Actually, I just realized that I fucked up with with the, with the description. I need to edit the description. And we gained one more subscriber in this stream. So whoever you are, thank you very much. So unfortunately, this description won't be updated till after the stream. Ah, damn it. I need to go to YouTube Studio to do this. There we go. I think I'll have to wait till after the stream for that to update properly. It's an old Mortal Kombat thing. We were talking about it on last night's rant for you. Yeah, I was asleep during that. Hive doesn't like yeah, David Hole. So it's a parody of him as that Mortal Kombat toasty guy. Yeah, I've never watched the Mortal Kombat movie. Hey, Dina. Yeah, so everyone, don't forget to leave a like on this stream. I only saw 2 likes. What's up with that? Why are people not leaving a like on the stream? Please do that for me. Yeah, I'm not a Star Wars guy, so I've never been interested in Solid Brick Studios. I know people grew up watching him because of his Star Wars mocks. I only subscribe to Coconut Bricks Studios because Good Morning Brick World used to promote him a lot, and I found his mocks to be high quality, whether or not they were Star Wars. And now he's actually doing a sci-fi sitting, which I'm getting interested in. I think we're going to end that poll. That's what the people saying. That's what the people saying. So I'm going to consider that. I'm gonna consider that. But I am going to respond to this comment saying Octane Tower saying I'm planning on building it next year for my Lego sitting. Yeah. So I'm gonna stop sharing that now. Because I think we're confident that that person who commented on my Octane video is an innocent kid. So we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. we're going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Stud says, don't really watch those big channels of recycled, mindless reviews, etc. But, each their own. Yeah, there are some big channels that I watch, but it's mainly people who make mocks or city updates. And so I was going to go into something about my own, because you guys might not know, but I am psychic now. I'm psychic. I'm psychic, and I have proof that I'm that I am psychic. So if anyone wants to see that proof, raise your hand right now. If anyone wants to see how I am psychic, raise your hand right now. Because I've got a couple pieces of proof lined up in another tab. And Britain's home. Stas says, prove it. What kind of underwear am I wearing? I predict that you are wearing tidy whities. No. Anyway, so let's So I'm gonna share my screen again. And this would be of particular interest to Johnny Jing. So Johnny, if you're out there somewhere, you'll really like this proof. You'll really like this. I'm gonna share this. That's funny, stud. So let's go down here. So we're gonna scroll down here. And this is a future prediction. Yeah, this is a future prediction. So we'll have to wait for what the future holds about this. But I am confident that I will be right. I am very confident about this. Because after I was successfully psychic, someone in the comments asked me to be psychic again, and this was my response to them. Because the way I use my psychic ability is by remembering what people say, well, what people said in the past, and using process of elimination to fuel my answers, and at the behest of someone who wanted to see a future prediction from me, I used process of elimination to decipher an answer. And so we're going to play this really quickly. Gonna play this really quickly. So this is from one of my alternate channels, and I left a time stamp. So I'm going to give a live reaction to me being psychic, and I'm gonna explain some of the context. So I'm gonna explain some of the context.
Mayo Jabo says, I am psychic. I predict Jabo's favorite set from 85 is set 7745. I like freight more than passengers. I prefer 7735.
So for those who don't know, set 7745 is the red and black 12-volt passenger train from 1985, and set 7735 is the Deutsche Bahn Levering freight train from 1985.
So I literally did not read his comment. But did he not pick the right? He picked the right set.
After I went to LA.
Yeah, so I predicted what his favorite set from 1985 is. That's because I remember his review of that set talking about how he liked it so much and how that was his favorite train when he got introduced to the 12-volt trains, because they were not available in the US in the 80s because of the voltage conversion. And so when he first learned about 12-volt trains, that became his favorite of the 12-volt trains, and trains is his favorite theme. So let me scrub through something.
So did he comment on this episode?
Yeah, so he commented on this. This was 12 days ago. So this was
12 days ago. He told you what set I was going to pick today.
Yes.
So I am psychic. And there's proof. I am psychic. So again, let's recount that whole thing.
Mayo Jabo says, I am psychic. I predict Jabo's favorite set from 85 is set 7745. I like freight more than passengers. I prefer 7735.
So I literally did not read his comment. But did he not pick the right? He picked the right set. So did he comment on this episode?
Yeah, so he commented on this. This was 12 days ago. So this was
12 days ago. He told you what set I was going to pick today.
Yes.
Anyway, that's that. That's that. So that's proof that I am psychic. I am psychic. How weird is that? And I called my own shot. I called my own shot. Because I knew I was going to be right. I called my own shot and I was right. That's because I watch so many YouTube videos that I remember a lot of what people say, especially if they have a concrete opinion about what they think is the best or what is their favorite of any given thing, particularly with Lego. Yeah, we're just about to end this stream anyway because I got the help I wanted from some of my viewers. I got the help I wanted. So this was a rather helpful stream today. And I've got stuff to do with the rest of my day. Yeah, so I did pull a Babe Ruth. I called my own shot and I swung for the fences. Anyway, if there's nothing else that anyone wants to talk about, we're going to end this stream. But if anything has anything left to say, speak now or forever may you hold your peace until the next time I do a live stream. You're going late night shopping at Target? Yeah, so there's less people at night. And this is the first time I've seen you in the comments today, Bildo. Yes, I did reach I did reach 1,000 subscribers. We'd love to see you in the comments on streams in the future. So anyone that got here at the end of the stream can go back and watch this live stream on the replay. Thank you for watching. It is appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Thanks for the people who were able to help me out in this stream today. I've got I've got grad school assignments to do, so that's going to occupy the rest of my day. And I'm still tired. I'm still tired, really tired. It seems like I'm perennially tired when I'm at grad school. Always thinking about a whole bunch of shit. Anyway, so I think that's all out of me. So I'll see you on the next live stream, and tomorrow's video is going to be a haul video because I've got $1,000 worth of sets that I bought. And if you watched the live stream yesterday, then you might know what some of those sets are. And if you didn't, then you'll see it in my haul video tomorrow. So I'll see you on the next live stream, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.